The art of shaping, when machines perform like dancers. Next, the dough is cut into exact portions by a dividing machine. Each piece is perfectly measured, then rounded into tight balls. This isn't just for aesthetics, it ensures even baking and a uniform crumb. The dough balls are lightly dusted with flour to prevent sticking and placed into pans. Some are sprinkled with sesame, oats, or chia seeds for added texture and appeal. These pans glide down conveyor belts toward the next phase. Fermentation. Facing the heat, the trial by fire. It's time for transformation. The dough enters a tunnel oven longer than a tennis court, heated to over 200 degrees Celsius, about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside, circulating hot air cooks the loaves evenly from edge to core. In just 15 minutes, those pale, soft mounds turn into golden brown loaves, perfectly domed, with a rich aroma that fills the entire plant. It's enough to make anyone hungravin from a distance. Cool, slice, pack, perfecting the final product. Fresh out of the oven, the bread must be cooled before slicing. Hot bread is fragile. It could collapse if cut too soon. So, the loaves enter tall cooling towers, where air flows gently around them for up to 2 hours, setting the crust and stabilizing the inside. Once cooled, the loaves move to precision slicers. Here, ultra-sharp blades cut each loaf into 18 uniform slices at a speed of 80 loaves per minute. Powerful air jets whisk away crumbs, leaving every slice neat, clean, and ready for packaging. Finally, the loaves are sealed in specialized plastic bags. These aren't just ordinary wrappers. They're designed to block air, dust, and microbes, preserving freshness for days. Some include resealable clips to keep the bread soft even after opening. Not just sandwich bread, a whole world of loaves. The factory doesn't stop at plain white sandwich bread. There are whole grain options, seeded varieties, artisan baguettes, and even dinner rolls. Each has its own recipe, tailored to different tastes and dietary needs. What unites them is quality. From start to finish, every loaf is made with fresh ingredients, advanced machinery, and a human eye for detail. Before any bread leaves the plant, it goes through final inspections for texture, weight, color, and taste. Your breakfast. Reinvent it. So the next time you make a sandwich, toast a slice of bread, or sneak a late-night peanut butter snack pause for a moment, that soft, familiar slice has traveled a long way. It's the result of farmers, scientists, engineers, and bakers all working together. Every bite you take is part of a greater storied journey of transformation, innovation, and care. Suddenly, your simple breakfast feels a lot more meaningful, doesn't it? Have you ever wondered where that soft, fluffy sandwich bread you eat every morning actually comes from? It's easy to take it for granted: a slice of bread with eggs, a quick peanut butter toast, or a ham and cheese sandwich on the go. But behind that simple slice lies an incredible journey, one of high-tech machinery, meticulous craftsmanship, and a deep understanding of ingredients and time. Let's step into the world behind the crust. Come with me on a behind-the-scenes journey, where each grain of wheat is transformed into the golden, pillowy slices that fuel your day. It all starts in the fields. The story doesn't begin in a factory. It starts in the vast wheat fields of the American Midwest, especially in Kansas, often called the wheat capital of the U.S. Wheat is planted in the fall, sleeps beneath the winter snow, and wakes to the warmth of spring. By early summer, the once green fields turn into golden seas, signaling that harvest time has arrived. Massive combines roll out across the plains, their engines humming like orchestras of agriculture. In just a few hours, they can gather hundreds of acres of wheat, filling enormous hoppers with plump, golden kernels ready for the next chapter. Only the best make the cut. But not every kernel is worthy. Before any wheat makes it to the factory floor, it must go through strict quality tests. Size, moisture content, purity, everything is measured. Broken grains, debris, and any impurities are rejected. Only the best, most intact wheat is chosen to become flour, because a great loaf starts with exceptional ingredients. Turning grain into flour, the silent revolution. After being cleaned and adjusted to the ideal moisture level, about 14–15%, the wheat is sent to modern milling machine. These aren't old-fashioned hand mills, they're industrial giants with steel rollers and vibrating sifters that do more than just crush the grain. The goal? To separate the tough outer bran from the soft, starchy interior. This inner part is what becomes white flour. The grinding process is intense, precise. Repeated passes through rollers and sieves until what's left is a silky, snow-white powder. That powder must be uniform and ultra-fine, because the texture of flour directly determines the softness and bounce of the final bread. But flour is deceptively dangerous. Suspended in the air, it becomes flammable. That's why factories transport and store it with careful precaution-sealed tanks, grounded trucks, and constant ventilation ensure that nothing sparks a disaster. Where the magic begins? Mixing dough with life? Each week, the factory receives around 1,000 tons of flour, enough to produce 2 million loaves of sandwich bread. Here, flour meets its companions: water, sugar, salt, oil, vinegar, yeast, and a few natural preservatives to keep the bread fresh longer. Everything is weighed with exacting precision and fed into enormous mixers that spin at 360 rotations per minute. Within 10 minutes, what began as dry and powdery becomes soft, stretchy, and elastic. The dough feels oliverizing slightly, breathing, taking form. Before writing this piece, I used to think of sandwich bread as nothing more than a convenient bite, something quick to fill the stomach, not the mind. But as I explored each step, from golden wheat fields to the humming of factory lines, I realized that every single slice carries a story far deeper than I ever imagined. It is the product of nature, of seeds, soil, rain, and sun. It's the achievement of science, from GPS-guided harvesters to gluten-testing sensors. And above all, it's a testament to human dedication, farmers rising at dawn, engineers fine-tuning machines, bakers crafting each loaf with care. Perhaps that's the bigger lesson here. In a fast-moving world, taking a moment to appreciate the ordinary can reveal the most unexpected beauty. What we often overlook might just be the most meaningful.